They double teaming Trey. Give it to Trey. Give it to Jonte. Pass it over to Bogey. Bogey driving. Give it to Trey. Give it to Trey. Shoot the three. Bang! Let's go, man. Stop playing. He did not put Ritter in.
I'm done. Oh, this mother just put Ritter in? For what? Why would you put Ritter in right now? He know his job is done.
There's nothing finer in the land than a drunk, obnoxious Georgia fan. Oh Let's God. Go. Go, dog. Go, dogs. Go, dogs. Sickle.
Now you're going to make me chump. Now you're going to make me chump.
Tiptoe around the issues.
Remember, we don't do woulda, shoulda, coulda, what up in here.
Barbecue and mildew time. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Larry. This is the Dixon Way, all about the A Sports Talk, where we give you live commentary on all our favorite sports teams. From the Braves, the Hawks, the Falcons, the Bulldogs, even my white Gators. We appreciate every last one of you guys coming through. This is the Falcon in review, as we review the game with the Falcons versus Seattle Seahawks. Oh, man, hold up. Let me give all the shout-outs to everybody. They're in the building on YouTube. What up, cuz? I see you. That's the wrong sound. Let me give you the cousin sound. What up, cuz? I see. Guys, we're live. We're live on 5 different platforms. That is YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, Rumble, and X. We appreciate every last one of you guys being a part of the Dixon Way. You know what I'm saying? One sub and one follower at a time. Let's get it. All right, so game was. Did they really have an update? Scottish, what's up, fam? I see you. Scottish TV, what's up, fam? I see you. Welcome back to the stream. Appreciate you coming through. Welcome back to the stream. Interesting. Must have been an update. What's up, Joseph? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. I see you. Appreciate you coming through. Welcome to the stream. All right. So, unfortunately, man, I put up a poll up on the oh, we got my boy Tidy from Atlanta Bird game, man. Y'all make sure y'all check out my boy Tidy. Hold on, let's go. Get a little outcast and Tidy. Man, y'all make sure y'all check out Tidy on Atlanta Bird game on that Zuckerberg app and on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Link is on the front page of our YouTube page, in our, section where we support the content creators. All right. Yep. What's going on? Late night madness in the Waffle House. What's up, Dad? I see you. Welcome back to the stream. That's time for you. Appreciate you coming through. Welcome back to the stream. Yeah, Falcons in review, man. We're gonna go over this game. Everybody done went over it, so it's our turn to go ahead and go over it. Glaring things. The one thing I really want to talk about is it felt like we weren't prepared. You know, the whole thing, walk in your trap, take over your trap. That's what Seattle did to us. They actually posted that on their Twitter. So I was like, all right, y'all got it. Y'all beat us handily, so I can't even say anything. But we're going to dig into the weeds on how we think that game was won or lost. You feel me? It was a myriad of things. It wasn't just one thing, too. But I did put like a poll up on our community page. So shout out to everybody who voted on the community page. We had 150 votes as of right now. So, hold up. We got DJ in the building. What up, DJ? I see you, fam. Welcome back to the stream. It's down for you. Appreciate you coming through. Yeah, I was going to talk about that, Joseph. I was watching the game last night. I had a poll what I put up. And yeah, shout out to 150 people that voted on this poll. It says, day after the Falcons lost to the Seahawks, we at the Dixon Way wanted to know, who do you blame for the loss? Please vote and leave a comment below. All right, so first option was Raheem Morris didn't have us ready. That was 25% of the vote, guys. 25% out of 150 voters voted for Raheem Morris did not have us ready. 21% voted for Jimmy Lake didn't call a good game defensively. All right, 21% said that. 50% of the blame went to Kirk Cousins' turnovers. Did us in, to be honest. And the last option, number 4, was Zach Robinson not using both running backs, was 4%. So that's a little small sample of what the fan base was thinking. But yeah, I appreciate all you guys voting on that. And, you know, those are the range of emotions that you went through during the game if you're watching that game. You know what I'm saying? So I guess, you know, since Bijan had such a great game, and he almost had over 150 of total yards with receiving and running. So you want to feed the hot hand, I understand that. But yeah, Raheem Morris and Jimmy Lake being almost tied is crazy. It is not crazy, but it shows. But Kirk Cousins with the turnovers is double the amount of both of those. So a lot of people laying this loss at Kirk Cousins' feet. And even, you know, to Kirk Cousins' credit, he, you know, took it on the chin and said, hey, man, this on me. I got to play better. I will do better. I got to play better because, you know what I'm saying, we done played 5 games. We done lost 3 games at home, man. That's not good. That's not good, guys. That is not a good situation. You know what I'm saying? You want to win your home game. So, yeah. We done lost 3 home games already. That's not good. But I want to accentuate, I wanted to talk about the Kirk Cousins thing because I know the whole when Penix came in, you know, people got excited. Oh my goodness, the Penix era is starting. No, it wasn't. Know what happened? Coach took him out, took out Kirk, took out all the starters. Bijan played one, and he said in his press conference too. He said we made a mistake and put Bijan in, you know what I'm saying, and left him in. But once we saw that, we got him out quickly and just put in, you know, backups and stuff like that, so nobody get hurt. Now, I will say I was upset during the game. If you go back and check out our replay, I was upset that we put Michael Penix in, but especially with backups. But he was just in there to hand the ball off, so I'm fine with it. And when you see what happened to Godwin with Tampa Bay, where his leg went the wrong way, you know what I'm saying? Like his ankle went the wrong way, and that was a side saddle tackle. Those are things that's been outlawed. It's basically a horse collar on the side of your leg. And that's what they're trying to eliminate. So that, unfortunately, that picture or that video is going to be shown a lot. And it was a gruesome tackle and injury. So not, I mean, it's just a freak accident. So tackle wise, but that's why they were outlawing it. And that's going to be shown at training, you know what I'm saying, during the combines and all that, unfortunately. That's what Coach Raw was trying to avoid. When the game was already in balance, basically, it's 2 minutes left. Take your guys out. Don't get them hurt. Or 3 minutes left. Don't get your guys hurt. They already said, hey, just run. He threw one pass for 14 yards. Beautiful out route, too. But, yeah, that's it. And I'm fine with that. You know what I'm saying? And I think Kirk Cousins should be our quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Let Kirk Cousins rock out this year. You know, I feel like that was just a bad game. I don't feel like anyone came to play. And from offense, defense, and special teams, everybody had a hand in this, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Let's see who else. Akuma, what's up, man? How you doing? Welcome back to the stream. Appreciate you coming through. Welcome to the stream. That sounded for you. What up, fam? I see. He said, I'll tell you this. At least you aren't. Oh, you're talking about the Giants. Oh, yeah, man. I mean, that's tough for you. Especially seeing Saquon being seeing Saquon and King Henry leave their respective organizations who they got drafted with, who they were the backbone of, and then to go and have resurgent years like this just showed who the team should have backed. But it is what it is. Hard to build around a running back, you know. But yeah. If we look at the stats, guys, we got the Seattle Seahawks riddled us. And when I say that, Geno Smith only had 207 yards, guys. Repeat, Geno Smith was 18 for 28 for 207 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. That's not burning the world on fire, you know what I'm saying? Kenneth Walker, 14 carries, 69 yards. Very efficient, but not super dominant. You feel me? His longest was a 20-yard rush. Now, the problem was DK Metcalf until he got hurt. This dude was catching jump balls like it was crazy, man. He was killing us on jump balls. Had 1 touchdown, 4 receptions for 99 yards. Noah Fant, 4 catches, 65 yards. Tyler Lockett, 4 catches for 45 yards. I think this might have been the poorest our secondary played this season. Normally, we don't give up that many big yards, I don't think. I mean, big plays down the field, but we did this game, unfortunately. Yeah, I think this was the first game we gave up more than 4 passes, either close to 20 or above it. You know what I'm saying? So, in one game. But that just shows you how well our secondary was playing. Pass rush. We got a sack. I thought we got 2 sacks, but I guess it was only 1. I could have swore we got 2 sacks, but I guess it was only 1. I know Kirk Cousins got sacked 3 times and 2 interceptions. And a lot of those sacks, man, they weren't surprise sacks. They were Kirk Cousins, you know what I'm saying, not getting rid of the ball. So, yeah, Kirk said he had to be better. 35 attempts, 232 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, got sacked 3 times. But he started seeing ghosts also, you know, which is some of the overthrows and the underthrows that happened. You know, there were times that Kirk had guys running open and he just couldn't hit them. because he was kind of seeing the ghosts, and the offensive line was protecting pretty well at that point. But oh yeah, also shout out to Bijan blocking. That dude is an excellent blocker. You know, long as it ain't no big super heavy dude coming through there, Bijan gonna get the block there. He gonna stick his nose in there and get the block for real, for real. Also shout out to Bijan was pretty much the entire offense. Him and Cal Pitts actually. Bijan 103 yards, back to back 100-yard games. Oh no, my bad. Well, almost. He had 95 the last game, had 103. So almost 200 total between the back-to-back games. So excellent game. And then receiving, I think he had like 40 in receiving. Yeah, he had 40. Longest was 26. So yeah, Bijan definitely was the engine for this offense. Shout out to Kyle Pitts. Didn't score a touchdown, but he was moving the sticks. You know what I'm saying? 7 receptions out of 9 targets. You know what I'm saying? Hey, for Kyle Pitts, that's excellent, man. 65 yards. You know, and yeah, this is like his 3rd straight game, I think, over 50 yards in receiving yards. So Kyle Pitts, his graph is going up right now. Drake London, touchdown. 6 catches for 63 yards. Darnell Mooney, 5 out of 8 targets, 46 yards, 20-yard longest. And yeah, Bijan had a 40 yards too. So yeah. Algiers got 1 reception for 9 yards. And rushing wise, he had 5 carries for 36 yards. So offensively, I can say with you were balanced, considering that if you look at your, dual back, you had like 26 carries until the bench came in with Jace McClain compared to 36. So really just 6 more snaps and throws than passes. So that's a better balance than we've had all season. So to be honest, the only thing about it is we didn't balance with our rushing attack. And hold up, I'm gonna look at some of you guys. What are your thoughts on AJ Terrell? I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to it. I want to speak on the offense first, and then I'll get to the defense. But yeah, that's a good question, Joseph. That's a good question. With the offense, I felt like during the game, it felt like we didn't want to establish the run, or we abandoned it. I know once we got down after the fumbles and the fumble pickup, run it, you know what I'm saying, back the fumble 6, you kind of get behind that ground like, oh man, we're not really moving the ball, we're stalling out. Koo missed the field goal. Also, you can't forget that on special teams. Great punting though. Pinion is a great punter. Like he flipped the field every time. So can't be mad at him. That Bijan were probably the best parts of the game for the team overall. But units wise, it felt like we did not want to establish the run, or we went away from it. Bijan was running well, brought Tyler in, he was running well, and then he never saw the ball after the halftime. Now I understand since we're down, we're kind of trying to throw ourselves back into it. But it really wasn't a blowout. You know what I'm saying? It really wasn't a blowout until the 4th quarter. So that's kind of how I'm looking at it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and that the game we win, it seemed like we'll have a little bit better balance in running the ball between the 2 backs. But hey, this game, it kind of once we kept, going behind, especially in the 4th quarter, when they score a field goal, we don't score. They get another touchdown. You're down by so much. Then it's kind of like I understand why you're throwing it like that. You know, I understand because you don't want them to run out the clock, or you don't want to run out the clock for them. So I understand. Okay, but yeah, I do want to see some more balance between the two running backs. It's like thunder and lightning, man. You got it. That last game before this, you know, we wear people down with, you know, we get them chasing with their tongue hanging out with Bijan, and then we drop the hammer on them with Algier. So, or the bulldozer with Algier. So, I definitely want to see that more. Magnificent Mod Magic Man in the building. He says, Kirk Cousins had the worst game of the season. Falcon pass rush was inconsistent. The Falcons didn't know who or what they are. Pass first, run first. Who was running back? One, Algiers, Bijan. Yeah, I think our offensive coordinator wants us to be a pass first team. I think that's apparent. I mean, if you look at the splits for a run pass, it's obvious that he wants us to be a pass to set up the run. I mean, that's apparent. I wish we would go the other way. I feel like we have the personnel to run the ball more, but you know, new offensive coordinator still, you know, learning his personnel and stuff like that. But yeah, Kirk Cousins definitely had his worst game, and he admitted it. So, you know what I'm saying? He was manning up and like, hey man, I got to play better, plain and simple. Demetrius Jeffrey says, Bijan did his thing, but I'm disappointed that Tyler wasn't utilized more. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm like that too, DJ, to be honest. You know, but I think more so than anything in this game, us losing kind of dictated that we were going to throw the ball more. Not saying that it's right, because the game was close. You know, I mean, you're only down by 10, you know, in the first half. So it's not like you're down by 20, you know. So yeah, and then you're down by 10 at the start of the fourth quarter. So the game was still in the balance until you got into the fourth quarter. So I just look at it like as, man, we just gotta you gotta find some way to find a balance. But once you get to the end of the third quarter, you're in desperation mode to try to score as fast as you can, not use as much clock as you can. Because I think Seattle was giving up the run then. You know, they wanted to run the clock out for us, please. Yeah, so I understand that. Yo, Jamal D, how you doing, man? Welcome back to the stream. It's time for you. Appreciate you coming through on YouTube. I see you, fam. Oh, you talking about Ritter? Yeah, Ritter got picked up off of Arizona practice squad that beat on the Raiders. So we'll get to see Ritter on Monday night when we go to Vegas, in the Vegas game. Ritter, yeah, babe, he might play. You never know. If injuries happen, he might play against us. Y'all say hello to the beautiful Shonda. Y'all say hello to the beautiful Shonda, one half of the Dixon Way, the beautiful half. But yeah, offensively, that's about it, guys. Yeah, I do wish we would utilize both our bats, but I mean, once we got down, time dictated that we had to pass more. You know, having Kirk Cousins around 30 attempts and 230 to 250 yards is fine when we have both our running backs. Like if Algiers have 80 yards or even 75 yards in this, it might have been a different game because we control the clock. We're not putting that ball in the air that much, thus cutting down on the opportunities to intercept the ball. But it's all right. All right, so defense. There's a lot of talk about the defense and mainly AJ. And it depends on how you view those plays. Like, was the touchdown just before the half, was that cover two, or was it man with double high safeties and the safeties were split? Some people say it was cover two, and Nate Landman was supposed to get back in the area to stop that ball going right up the middle. And some say that it was man, and AJ just took the wrong angle and didn't force him to the outside since it was double high. Don't trust a linebacker who's not really good in coverage, who's more a run stopping linebacker. Don't trust him to try to make a play in space against DK Metcalf. You know. On that, I say more so play design. When you trying to have Nate Landman cover, you know what I'm saying, like 25 yards of football field with DK Metcalf, where there was no jam at the line. And now Nate Landman wasn't playing super close to the line, but he was close enough that he wasn't going. By the time he tried to turn his hips and run full speed, DK was already even with him. You turn your hips, everybody know, man, if you even, you beat. If a DB is even and he turned his hips with a wide receiver, that quarterback letting it go. If it's a linebacker that's even with DK Metcalf who can run like a 4.4, shoot, that's barbecue chicken. So I would lean more to we put Nate Landman in a bad situation. But yeah, he got to make. I mean, him middle linebacker, he got to make that play. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to make it. And that touchdown at the end of the half kind of really like changed the tone and tenor of it. You know what I'm saying? Because until then, it was only a 3-point lead. You feel me? But given that that touchdown made a 10-point lead going into halftime, that changed the entire game, you know. So now when AJ couldn't pinpoint that, when Geno threw, I think the only one that I really think that was disappointing that AJ didn't get was that little duck that Geno threw, that DK Metcalf just jumped up and jumped over. Like it seemed like he got lost and couldn't track it. Like maybe the sun got in his eyes because the dome was open. So I don't know if the sun got in his eyes or not, but it seemed like it did for a second. Didn't bother DJ Metcalf because he's used to playing outside. I'm saying we're a dome team. I mean, we are, guys. I know we practice outside in Flower Branch, but we're still a dome team. So whatever it was, that was the only one I really was disappointed with AJ on missing. Other than that, I think AJ, it kind of is what it is. I will also say, guys, I really don't want to bash anybody in our secondary when we don't get pass rush, guys. Like, it's so apparent that we need pass rush. You know, it was definitely times that Geno was just back there chilling. Geno was literally sitting back there chilling. And with somebody who's leading the league in passing yards, you just can't let him chill like that, bro. You can't. Joseph said, I'm very excited about this offense, though. They are all beasts and very young. True. Magic Man saying hello to Shonda. Dad said. All right. Yep. Dad said hello to Shonda. Yep. Crush on Anna ass on YouTube. He said, y'all think y'all beating the Cowboys? I mean, look, man, I always think that my team's gonna win. I thought we was beating Kansas City until we didn't. I thought we were beating Seattle and they whooped our butt. You know, I'm never gonna be like coming into the game like we can't win. I'll be like it's gonna be a hard game, but I ain't never gonna be like flat out we can't win. Nah, I can't ever do that. That's just not me. Maybe that's just a homer in me. I understand. I mean, I will say I know I'm a homer. I know I'm a homer. Okay. I understand that. I wouldn't just be doing all ATL sports if I wasn't. Demetri Jefferson says, coming to the game, I was actually worried about us facing Seattle because I know they cannot be overlooked. Yeah, I felt like it was a trap game too, especially with Geno Smith leading the league in yards, passing yards. I felt like if we didn't get a pass rush, that bodes well for the Seattle Seahawks. The teams they lost to could get to Geno. He got flustered. He started throwing balls up because he has 6 interceptions on the season. Unfortunately, our quarterback has more now on the season than Geno. Unfortunately. It was 5 prior to, now it's 8. I don't know if he's leading the league in interceptions, but he got to be top 5 in interceptions thrown right now. So we got to get that tightened up. Got to get that tightened up. All right, for the defense, Cade Ellis, 9 tackles, 3 solos, though. No tackles for loss. Justice Simmons, 5 tackles, all solo. No tackle for loss. D. Alford, 5 tackles, all solo. Nothing for loss. Grady Jarrett, 5 tackles, 4 solo, 1 combined. 1 tackle for loss. No sacks. Nate Landerman, 5 tackles, only 1 solo. So somebody might say that was pile jumping. That might be one of the worst games Nate has played, to be honest. When he don't make solo tackles, that means that he wasn't really effective in the run game. So yeah, that he was always pursuing the tackle instead of initiating the tackle. There's a difference. Mike Hughes, 4 tackles, all solo. AJ Terrell, 4 tackles, all solo. One of them was a thunderous tackle also. Ono Ebiketie, 4 tackles, 3 solo, 1 for loss. All right, so Ono Ebiketie getting a tackle for loss is definitely a good thing, but we want to hear his name more than 4 times, though. David Aminata, 4 tackles, only 2 solo. Jesse Bates, only 2 tackles, both solo. So, yeah. I would say, and Bijan Robinson with 2 tackles because he's the one tackling them after the interceptions. Yeesh. Never want to see Bijan with tackling numbers, guys. Never want to see Bijan with tackling numbers. So, yeah, Taquan Graham got 1. Ruka Roro got 1. Clark Phillips got 1. You know what I'm saying? Avery 1. Charlie Warner got a tackle, too, because that's the other. That's 3 picks. So, yeah. So, Bijan tackled 2 times, and then Charlie Warner got the other tackle. Yeah, you don't want to see our offensive guys getting tackled. That means we're turning the ball over at a fever pitch. All right, let me see. I don't. You mean the Cowboys? Yeah, I don't know what that was. I don't know what that correct. Man, autocorrect be doing funny stuff, Magic Man, to be honest. It really does. All right, so I just felt like personally we didn't come out to play. All phases failed us. And we're gonna have to play better against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So yeah, don't flush this loss down. You got to look at everything, use it as teachable moments, and then come back and be better against Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Both of us are 4-3 right now, and that leads me into the next game. I was watching the game last night with the Ravens, versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which I was definitely rooting for the Ravens to beat the Buccaneers because it helps my Falcons. Then I saw Mike Evans go out with a hamstring. They was already saying that he shouldn't even play when he caught his first touchdown, when he slid and caught it because the ball was a little underthrown. But he slid and caught it. He got up. He was limping on the sideline. Next time they got the ball, they drove down the field. He tried to go out, stretch out, grab one. The guy wrapped him up around the legs, and then he immediately grabbed his hamstring. He's out for the game. And then they were already talking about, like, there was a chance that he wasn't even going to play this game. So you got Tampa Bay fans saying, why did you play Mike Evans in this game when the Falcon game was more important? So most likely he may be out. And then Chris Godwin, man, that leg injury was gruesome. Like I said earlier, that leg injury was very gruesome. That's the side saddle tackle. That's what they trying to outlaw. And yeah, he's out. Now they didn't put him on. They didn't put on IR though. They did not put him on injury reserve, which he would have to sit out at least 4 weeks. So maybe it's not as bad as I thought, but it looked bad. It looked real bad. So, but for right now, we don't ever wish injury on anyone, especially Atlanta fan with how many injuries our Braves, Falcons, and Hawks had in a calendar year. We don't wish no injury on nobody. You know what I'm saying? But the Falcons just had a big old window open. We get to go there, and they don't have their top 2 wide receivers. Now, if you look on Twitter, a lot of people are talking about they may go after Cooper Kupp, which I definitely don't want to see. But either way, you're missing those 2 guys. You got an opportunity to steal a game on the road in the division. Some say that we were looking ahead and not, and overlooking Seattle Seahawks. Because this game right here coming up is very important. You got them, and then you got the Cowboys. If you can beat them, if you can beat the Buccaneers and then come back, and boom, man, you seem really pretty for the division. Also with the NFC tiebreakers and stuff like that. So Seattle was our first NFC loss. And they're tied with us. So now you got to think about all kind of tie scenarios just in case you don't win the division. So all these games matter, and you got a lot of games at home, and at the end of the season, you're going to have games away, So you got to win your home games. You have to win your home games when they're presented. All right. Chrissy Lewis, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. I see that's signing for you on YouTube. Appreciate you coming through. Chrissy says, we don't wish injuries on anyone, but encourage them to take the week to heal. Yeah, they're going to need more than a week to heal. But we don't play them anymore, You really can't afford to lose to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and they're missing Godwin and Evans. All the goodwill you built up during the season, at the beginning of the season, I know, guys, I know it's game number 8. But does it feel like it's a must-win for the Falcons? Like game number 8, must-win for the Falcons versus Tampa Bay Buccaneers? If we win this game, we are in total control of this division. We are. We go to 5-3, they go to 4-4. We're in total control of the division. We'll be 4-0 in the division. That'd be huge. So, Chrissy says, but a win against Seattle would have been nice in the NFC. Yes. Magic Man says no. Game 8 is never a must win unless you're the Jets. I don't know, Magic Man. I think right now that when you look at, primetime players, multiple Pro Bowl, well, Mike Evans is the future Hall of Famer. When you see those guys right there being missing out of their offense, that's a big blow. And you've already beaten this team in a shootout. If you're ever gonna match up your best unit, which is your secondary on defense, versus a bunch of backups, I would feel really good about that. I think a loss against Tampa Bay without Mike Evans and Chris Godwin would be devastating to the team psyche. So normally I will agree with you because of the time or the timing of the game. It's still in the middle of the season. But yeah, the circumstances of who they have, personnel, could be devastating to the team psyche. Really could be. JB in the building. What up, JB? I see you, fam. Welcome back to the stream. As long as Raheem Morris keep up with this nonchalant attitude, we aren't going anywhere because Raheem Morris' nonchalant attitude is who he is. See, and that's why I don't want to. That's another. See, that's what I'm talking about, Magic Man. Like, and there's a section of the fan base that feels like that. I'm not saying they're wrong or anything, but I know where it can go if we lose that game. Magic Man talking about if game 8 is a must win, then lose it. Well, think about this, Magic Man. You only got so many home games. We can't lose another home game. No, we lost to Pittsburgh, Kansas City, and the Seahawks. We only got so many home games. We were lucky enough to have home games stacked up at the beginning of the year. That's all I'm talking about. That and losing to a divisional rival who are tied with you in the standings, but you hold a tiebreaker and them missing they two best pass catchers. That'd be demoralizing. That's not the end of the world, but it's not the end of the season at all. But it would be demoralizing. Yeah, you got to protect the house. That's right, Dad. You got to protect the house. Great game against the Buccaneers for the defense to gain some confidence. Yes, I agree. And yeah, Seattle fans, they get to talk this stuff. I mean, they won. Plain and simple. And, the game was close. Hold on, sir. Game was close. Go in the room, please. Go in the room. Game was close, but in the end, they put it out in the fourth quarter. So shout out to them, man. Raheem Morris catches too much blame. It wasn't his fault that Kurt played his worst game. It's the game fault that he didn't build the defense, or the GM fault. He didn't build the defense better to provide a better pass rush. I think that's what everybody's on. And to speak on that, I know it's been back and forth between, the fan base on who they want to go get. Is it worth giving up 1 or 2 first-round picks for Myles Garrett or Max Crosby? Me, I'm in the camp of forget them picks. Go ahead and get me the guy that can go and sack the quarterback. Because when you really look at it, guys, we always use our draft picks on offensive skill players since Terry Fontenot got here. Tight end, running back, tight end, wide receiver, running back, quarterback. Those are the 4 years that Terry Fontenot has been here. 4 draft picks. All right. Second round, Richie Grant and defensive. Richie Grant, Troy Anderson, and Arnold Ebiketie. I forget who the other defensive second rounder is, but yeah. You see the high contrast in skill level between those. And still haven't drafted a pass rush. So if we aren't able to earmark high caliber pass rush in the 4 years that Terry Fontenot has been our GM, then maybe we need to, go get, allocate some draft picks to go get a proven commodity. That's not old. Max Crosby is 27 years old, guys, in his prime. And I know a lot of people saying, well, where's Matthew Judon? I've seen the memes of an invisible man with just clothes walking around saying, this is Matthew Judon. First of all, Matthew Judon's on a cheap deal. He's on a 1-year prove-it deal. So if he don't prove it, he won't be here next year. But in his defense, I see Matthew Judon pushing the pocket and moving, the quarterback over to the other side. Nobody's coming up on the other side and collecting that effort. I see it. Anytime we chip off anybody, it's on Matthew Judon. If there's a running back in there chipping or helping to block, it's on Matthew Judon. And no, I don't think Grady Jarrett is getting double every time. I think that is false this season. In prior years, yes. This season, no. I think that I would like to see Rucororo play more. I'm not sure if we had the personnel to run a 3-4 properly. Our personnel might be a 4-3. But this is what we got, and this is what we're running. So we'll see. What else? Yeah, so I really think if you get a Myles Garrett or a Max Crosby, those guys have to those guys demand a double team. Like they demand a double team. So if you put Judon and either Myles Garrett or Max Crosby on the same side, and you do your stunt like twist games, how you gonna double team them? You're gonna have offensive linemen. You're gonna have one offensive line, or you're gonna have 3 offensive linemen following one guy, because they're not gonna know who to block. And somebody gonna come out butt naked free off the line. I'm telling you. So I sound good, you know what I'm saying? But again, depending on how much we're willing to give up. Do Terry believe that this is a Super Bowl team or a real contender if we get one of those guys, or he think we still got some more stuff to pick up, so he's not going to risk the draft picks? To my knowledge, Terry don't have an extension yet, so he's on his final. What are you looking for, son? What are you looking for? I don't have it. What are you looking for, Larry? Run it back, please. Run it back. I don't know what you're looking for, son. I don't have it, son. What are you looking for? Go to mama.
Come mama.
Yeah, go mama.
No.
Go mama. All right, so I don't know. He said Matthew Judon was a bad trade. Okay, see, a lot of fans feel like that, like Matthew Judon was a bad trade. I personally don't think so, but I see I can. Judon wasn't a bad trade, but he's being held on at least 70% of the plays, and the ref won't play. Yeah, if you watch Matthew Judon, you know he wears the sleeves, and it's like the referees are treating the sleeves like a part of his skin. So I sit there and watch, and I see Judon jersey going this way. I see sleeves going that way. You know what I'm saying? I see him being held right here, on the side. I mean, dude, that dude right there, man, he gives a lot of effort to try to get penetration, and he's not getting rewarded with calls. I see him trying to push the press. It's the guys on the other side not completing that play. To have pass rush, you got to be in unison. Like, go to mama, please. Go to mama, please. Mama just called you, son. So, yeah, I feel like you have to be able to work in unison. Go to mama. Go to mama. So, I really feel like we need some more help on the other side. We really do. So I'm in favor of giving up a first round or two for either Myles Garrett or Max Crosby. I'm in favor for it. Because right now I feel like our secondary will be so much better if we had pass rush. Then we wouldn't have to play so, you know what I'm saying, so soft of coverage. Because the ball got to come out. You know, I don't care what quarterback it is, man. If you give somebody 3.5, 4 seconds, man, they're gonna torch you, man. They're gonna absolute torch you if you give them that much time in the pocket. Now it felt like that's what Geno had. Geno was chilling back there, man. He was chilling. Chrissy Lewis said, I have to remind myself that this is the team's first time under different coaches with a new coaching. Yeah. The head coaches or the positional coaches, like the offense coordinator, defense coordinators, are first time coordinators. You know what I'm saying? They were not coordinators where they came from. You know, they didn't have the head coordinator duties. So they're learning on the job. John Brooks says that all the I'm just happy to be here routine by Raheem, smiling routine. We're getting better routine. Is going to be his downfall. We'll see, man. I think Coach Raheem is more of a motivator than X and the old guy. Now, he will X and O some defense, but again, he said in an introductory interview that he's going to let his coordinators be coaches. He's not going to interfere with that. That's Jimmy Lake defense. That's what he said during the introductory press conference. I don't know if anything's going to change, but that's what he said during the introductory press conference. He's going to let his coaches coach. Of course, he's not coming in there and trying to give Zach Robinson any advice. I wouldn't think, since his specialty is defense. Even though he was a wide receiver coach here, his specialty is still defense. So, yeah. Joseph says, I'm excited about this team because the way we have played so far, we have a good chance at the playoffs. Yes, me too, man. I think we got a good chance. I think we solidify that if we get a legit pass rusher. Now, some say we need to go get two. Don't spend all the kit caboodle in trading assets to get one guy. but get two guys. Now, obviously, if you're getting two guys, you're not going to get the two top guys on your wish list. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be able to get them. Oh, what's Hendrickson out of the Bengals may be able to get what is it, Ojulari, or how you say his name, off linebacker, former Bulldog, off the Giants. He could be available if they start to tank. Well, I mean, it ain't no tanking thing. They're just a bad team, so they could, come up off that. We hear about the Jacksonville Jaguars possibly letting go another Georgia Bulldog. That was a high pick. So there's options, guys. There's definitely options out there, but again, the higher the prospect or the player, the better the player, the more stuff you got to give away. So we'll see, man. But I hope that Terry is on the phone feverishly trying to get us some pass rush. If not, hopefully we win this division. But how far we get after that, I'm not sure. Unless someone, like multiple people, step up for pass rush. Magic Man says, Jose, what's up, Jose? How you doing? Welcome back to the stream. I see you, fam. Appreciate you coming through. What up, cuz? This sounded for you. Did the defense improve? Yeah. I feel you. Well, here's the thing, man. The defense was carrying us at first. Now the offense is starting to pop. Like, I'm just waiting for us to have a full game with offense, defense, and special teams do their thing, And hopefully the Tampa Bay game in Tampa Bay will be the start of that trend, Magic Man saying, hearing rumors that the Falcons could be trading partners with the Packers for Preston Smith. Oh, I didn't hear that. Magic Man. Especially with two playoff teams. I really didn't hear anything about that. Who are the Falcons giving back in return? All right, Chrissy Lewis says, I'd rather have Morris persona than Arthur Smith, uncertain one. And head coach must be able to keep the team motivated and supported. I agree, Christy. I agree with that. So Chrissy said, I think the pass rush will come from the draft. Okay. So are people willing to let go of this opportunity that we have right now for the hope that we could, duplicate whatever success we have this season? Do you feel like we'll be able to regenerate that, especially with a lot of players on one-year deals? Are you going to, I don't know if those guys going to sign another one-year deal, especially if we have success. They're going to parlay that to contracts. So I think that's the main thing that not only we as a Falcon fan base need to think about, but our GM, Terry Fontenot, who does not have an extension right now. He's on his fourth season, guys. I don't think he's retained if we don't make the playoffs. I hope that's not the case. I think he's made strides to make this team better, but if we don't win the division and get a playoff game for Arthur Blank, I think that's the low bar, to be honest. Yeah, you're right, Dad. Three-headed. Offense, defense, and special teams. Hunter Hoffman, how you doing, man? Welcome back to the stream, I see. Sound for you. He says, as a Seahawks fan, I was shocked that you guys didn't continue running the ball with Bijan. Yeah, he was destroying us both rushing and passing. Yeah. And that goes back into great comment. that goes back into what we were talking about with the rookie offensive coordinator learning on the job. I felt like the game outside of the hold on, son, hold on. Go to Larry, hold whoa, 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 whoa. Go to mama, go to mama, go to mama. Oh. Hold on, son. Don't get on top of your daddy. All right. Xbox. No, we don't have an Xbox. We got PlayStation, son. Yeah, I'll let you play PlayStation afterwards. All right. Go to mama. Go to mama. So I'm trying to get to the PlayStation control. All right. But yeah, I felt like if we would have like not gave up on the run, yeah, but I think that touchdown you guys got before halftime kind of changed the tone and tenor. If it would have just been a 3-point lead going into the halftime instead of 10-point lead, I kind of felt like Zach Robinson kind of panicked. He put the ball more into Kirk Cousins' hand, and Kirk just didn't have it. He just didn't have it. And Bijan, man, Bijan was running so well, even Algiers with the limited time, with a great number, 5 carries for 36 yards. That's a great average. I don't ever want to see our third string court running back have as many carries as Tyler Algiers. He should not have 5 carries, and Tyler Algiers had 5 carries. That's kind of disgraceful, to be honest. Especially the game you just had. Especially the game you just had prior to this game. But yeah, guys. On to the Bucks game. I think the Atlanta Falcons win that game. I'm not even gonna say it's close, because I know that Baker is definitely gonna want some revenge. But I think the blow, like, I saw them make a comeback against them, you know what I'm saying? And put up 30 points against the Ravens defense. But I feel like once they sit there and really think about, oh my God, we just lost Godwin and Mike Evans, it's going to sink in, and they only got 6 days to recover. So in 6 days, I don't think Mike Evans is going to play. He may try to come out. I don't think he's going to be effective. So he may try to be a decoy, but I don't know how long speed he'll have to get over the top. If any game AJ is going to lock down, if he plays, if AJ going to lock down Evans, it's going to be that game. It'll be that game. Jacob, what's up, Jacob? How you doing? Welcome back to the stream. I see you. But yeah, man, I have to give the props to the Seattle Seahawks that came in here and walked in our trap, took over our trap. They did. They did. They did. But yeah, I think the Falcons win this game. On the road, we win by 7. We win by 7. On the road in the NFL, win by 7. 28-21. 28-21, Falcons win. Squeak it out. Defense. Justin Simmons get a pick to end the game. And we salted away. Yeah, Mike Evans should have never played that game. They were talking about it before the game. And a lot of I saw some Tampa Bay fans, fan reactions, stuff like that. It was like, he should never play that game. The Atlanta Falcon game was more important than playing against, an AFC team. I mean, I kind of agree with him, but ain't nothing you can do about it now, man. It's water under the bridge. So I thank all of you guys for coming through for this Falcon in review. Yeah, hopefully our team learns from this. Teachable moments. All about teachable moments. Hopefully, offensively, we get that balance. A run and pass. Don't abandon it. Don't abandon it. Because Bijan having 21 carries is awesome. Absolutely awesome. 21 carries, 103 yards. Absolutely awesome game by Bijan Robinson. But we cannot abandon the run either. We can't. So, and yeah, got to find some way to get Tyler Algiers in the game. Got to. But it's only but so many attempts you can have in the game. So I understand. And when you get down, you're chasing your tail. Kind of is what it is. All right, guys, we're up out of here. Tomorrow, guys, we got the Atlanta Hawks versus the Brooklyn Nets. Let's go. Season opener. Hope springs eternal as our Hawks get going, man. I'm really looking forward to Zachary Richachet. Hopefully he's in the starting lineup. I personally want him and Dyson Daniel in there. But as long as Zach in there, I'll be good. So, yeah. Let's see how it works. Shout out to Jalen Johnson getting that new bag. 150 over 5 years. That's $30 million per. And it's not a sliding scale, guys. It's $30 million per period. Every year after this year, it's going to be $30 million. So it's not this year, next year, and after that. So really, we got him for 6 more years. You know what I'm saying? 5-year extension. He got 1 more year. This is his final year on his contract. So there you go. So yeah, shout out to Jalen Johnson, who was very emotional when he had his interview today about, you know, making it like that. You know what I'm saying? Earning that contract. And a lot of people saying, I don't know if he's worth that. You're paying him too early. Look what happened with DeJounte Murray or DeAndre Hunter. I really feel like that Jalen Johnson's going to have most improved player of the year candidacy type of year. Low-key, close all-star. It's so many, like, all-star vets. And it's going to be hard for him to make the all-star team. But I think he'll be in the running for most improved. For sure, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, because really and truthfully, man, 2 spots are guaranteed with Giannis and Tatum. That's already off the board. And then you got Paolo. You're not making it. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately. Unless you have more than just a rookie. Like, you got to beat Paolo numbers to replace him. And the team has to win. You know what I'm saying? It's not just going to be because of his numbers. The team is going to have to win, too. I got faith in JJ that he's going to give me between 20 to 22 points per game, 9 to 10 rebounds, 3 assists, a block, and a steal. Now, some people saying 5 assists. I'm saying, no, you're talking about LeBron numbers. I'm not saying Jalen Johnson is LeBron, okay? I'm not. But I think he's going to be most improved, and I cannot wait for this season. But, guys, thank you guys for coming in for Falcons in Review. And let's go ahead and get this dub and go to 5-3 to take full control of this division, as we will have only 2 more divisional games in this season. Saints, and then at the end of the season, ending with the Panthers. So, yeah, guys, this division is right in our hand. Getting pass rush is paramount, and hopefully Terry can cook. Hopefully Terry out here doing this.
Let him cook. Let him cook now. Let him cook. I said let him cook.
And with that, guys, we up out of here, man. Peace up, A-Town down, deuces.